This is the Turfway Park report for Saturday, April 1st, 2017. 9 races on the card, and the poly track is fast. Tonight's first race is a maiden claiming event for the fillies and mares. 15 down to 10, the claiming tag, the goal mile. Late scratch of the 5, Sapphira Storm, morning line favorite at 1 to 9. Wedding Day Kitten and Vouch for Kitten for Ken and Sarah Ramsey. They are racing. And it's Vouch for Kitten who's hustled out to the early lead. Native came away racing in the second position. Fruitland rides the rail there in third. Wedding Day Kitten and Kate Song are the next two. Then a link for the back to Martha's Kid and Jim Digger out wide is last of the lot. They head over into the first turn. They're midpoint through the turn. And up top, it's Vouch for Kitten, the one to catch. Vouch for Kitten, she shows the way by the 6 furlong marker in front by a length and a half. Native racing in the second position. Through from between horses comes Kate Song. Out wide, Martha's Kid's up a couple of spots, now is in a joint third there, and through from the inside, here comes Wedding Day Kitten. A link further back, Jim Digger has one horse beat, and that is Fruitland at the back of the pack. First quarter, 24-2. So the stablemates are 1-2. Vouch for Kitten shows the way. Wedding Day Kitten right to the inside of Native. They are second and third, a length in front of Martha's Kid, who is in fourth. Jim Digger being ridden along and starting to move well on that far turn. Take a look at Jim Digger here. She's coming to the inside of Martha's Kid and starting to run on from the back. Here comes Fruitland, the half mile, 48 and 1/5 second. And it's Vouch for Kitten. Has been there every step of the way. Native trying to rally up to the outside. Down along the inside, Wedding Day Kitten's being asked to quicken up on the outside. Jim Digger has now hit her best stride as they run to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:13-4, and they're on their way home. And Vouch for Kitten and a confident Albin Jimenez. Now he goes to work and asks her to quicken. And by the 8th pole, her lead has extended to 3. Stablemate Wedding Day Kitten races up to the inside. Native is no better than third as they race down to the wire. Vouch for Kitten. Here comes stablemate Wedding Day Kitten, and Vouch for Kitten just hangs on from Wedding Day Kitten. Ramsey 1-2. Then came Native, Fruitland, Jim Digger, long way back to Kate Song, and Martha's Kid wag the tail. And it was the 1A Vouch for Kitten leads them all the way up top and just hangs on from entry mate Wedding Day Kitten. The Ramseys run 1-2 here. Vouch for Kitten trained by Wesley Ward, Albin Jimenez with that winning ride. The winner, 220, 220, 210. Again, second to 1, Wedding Day Kitten. Third, number 4, Native. Fourth to 7, Jim Digger. And fifth for that superfecta, number 2, Fruitland. Exact to $5, the dollar try $5.70. And the super was worth $20.40. Running time 1:40 in 1/5 second. Tonight's second race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares. They'll go 6 1/2 furlong. Scratch the 3, Jocko La. And the favorite on the morning line from the Red Hot Doug Danner stable is number 2, Prom Theme. And they're off. Second Hand Justice broke well, as did Call Me Anna. Through from the inside, there goes Jazzy Cathy. And Miss O'Mara, the gray, came away racing in the 4th position, a length in front of the favorite. Prom Theme, as she's 5th, about 6 lengths off the lead. Then a link for the back, the pair of Sweets and Treats and My 4 Rewards are the next two. And last away, Jerry Brooks looks like Sis. Up the backside they go. 10 lengths from top to bottom. They're just outside of the half-mile pole. The quarter, 22-2. So the pace is on up top for Jazzy Cathy and Second Hand Justice. These two do battle. They're 3 lengths in front of the favorite Prom Theme, who's come through from the inside of Miss O'Mara. Then a link for the back, rallying up to the outside is Call Me Anna. Right to her inside is Sweets and Treats as they continue the run in that far turn. So now Second Hand Justice takes over the lead. Jazzy Cathy still pestering to the inside. Here comes Miss O'Mara from the back of the pack. The favorite is 4th along the rail, but she's not gaining any ground at this juncture as they turn on down for the money. And it's Second Hand Justice who emerges with the lead. But here's Miss O'Mara attacking to the outside. Down the center of the track, My 4 Rewards is going best of all. And My 4 Rewards up to the outside of Miss O'Mara in deep stretch. My 4 Rewards, Miss O'Mara rallying to the inside. These two are going to hit the wire in a photo that goes to My 4 Rewards. Miss O'Mara, those two head bobbing. Number 6, My 4 Rewards, pulls the slight upset here in race 2. Gets his third victory of the meet. She's owned by Dennis Bierman, trained by Burt Crawford, Albin Jimenez with that early daily double. My 4 Reward, 1760, 620, and 480. Second to 7, Miss O'Mara. Third to 5, Sweets and Treats. And the fourth, number 9, Second Hand Justice. The exacta was 71.40. The try, 159.50. The super, $2,550.80. The daily double, 21.20. Running time for race 2, 118 flat. Tonight's third race, a maiden claimant event for the filly 3-year-olds. 30 down to 20, the claimant tag to go a mile. Scratch the 4 Sour Peach. Morning line favorite number 3, Brilliant Kitten for Ken and Sarah Ramsey. And they are off. The favorite Carly Q broken at Tangle, and she's last. It's Wit Blitz on the stretch out, sending on out. Brilliant Kitten away in second. Promise of Peace away into third position. Down along the rail, it's Mystic Joy in fourth. Spun out way ride goes Promise of Peace, then Rewards Girl, and Maleficent Queen has one horse beat, and that's the favorite, Carly Q. But from that 8 post, she's down along the rail, saving ground into that first turn. 6 lengths off the lead. And that leader is Wit Blitz. Wit Blitz took him through a quarter of 24 and 3, and they straighten up for the backstretch. The field now just 6 lengths from top to bottom. Wit Blitz shows them up the backside in front by about a length. Brilliant Kitten races in second. Promise of Peace out wide. Mystic Joy to the inside. Even further out comes Maleficent Queen. Reward Girls in between horses. And last away, Carly Q continuing to trail as they run past the half-mile pole. The half for Wit Blitz was timed in 49 seconds flat. And Wit Blitz into Claiborne Silks heads into the far turn in front by a length. Brilliant Kitten from in between horses races in a joint second. On the outside, Rewards Girl. Maleficent Queen been parked wide every step of the journey. Mystic Joy rides the rail, and Carly Q still can't see them all. They're outside the quarter-mile pole, and Wit Blitz has had things their own way up top. Wit Blitz through 3/4 in 1:13 and 4, and she turns them on down with a 2-length lead. It's Wit Blitz. Brilliant Kitten in between horses. Down along the rail, Rewards Girl. Down in the center of the track, Promise of Peace. They're in the stretch drive, and it's Wit Blitz who's made every yard thus far. Brilliant Kitten continuing to run in second. Maleficent Queen from the back of the pack down to the inside. Rewards Girl, but Wit Blitz on the stretch out. Takes them all the way up top. She wins by almost 5 in the end. Brilliant Kitten was there for second. A trio of others for third in 1:39 and 1. Number 2, Wit Blitz. Breaks sharp from the gate, and she never looks back. Wins it for owner and breeder Claiborne Farm of Seth Hancock, Tommy Drury, the winning trainer, and Malcolm Franklin up top for that winning ride. $10, $462.80 on the winner. Finishing second, number 3, Brilliant Kitten. Third, number 6, Rewards Girl. And fourth, the 8, Carly Q. Exacta $34, the try, $80.50. The daily double, $53. The super, $306.20. And the pick 3, $49.40. Running time, 1:39 and 1. Tonight's fourth race, a maiden claimant event for the fillies and mares to go 6 furlongs. Scratch 1A and 9. Number 5, Flashy Red Ruby, gets the services of Jack Gilligan. Morning line favorite, class dropper number 6, Gonna Find Her with Alonso Quinones at the post. And they're off. The favorite, Gonna Find Her, broken at Tangle, but is a fast beginning for Tiz Taken Back. And now recovering, Gonna Find Her, is raced up into second position. Graceful Gardenia away from the gate in third. Then a link for the back, down along the inside. For Emily is fourth. She's covered up by Southern Warrior, who's fifth. Then a link for the back, Flashy Red Ruby is 6th, 2 in front of Java's Drumbeat, who is 7th, and 8th in trailing Devil in the Shadows. They pass the half-mile marker. First quarter was 22 and 3. There goes Gonna Find Her. Gonna Find Her shows the way in that far turn run in front by a length. Tiz Taken Back is racing, pocketed up there in second as Graceful Gardenia has her hemmed in there in third. There's a separation of 5 lengths back to 4 Emily, and starting to run on from the back of the pack, it's Flashy Red Ruby. Rounding the far turn, approaching the top of the home stretch, and it's Gonna Find Her, confronted by Graceful Gardenia as they spin on down for the money. It's Gonna Find Her in the middle. On the outside, Graceful Gardenia. On the inside, Tiz Taken Back is not done. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. And on the inside, Tiz Taken Back has come back to retake the lead here. Tiz Taken Back opening up by the 16th pole. Another winner for Jimenez. That's 3 on the card. Tiz Taken Back for the Aaron West stable wins by about 5 in the end. Gonna Find Her was second. A 3-way go for the show, though, including Java's Drumbeat for Emily and Graceful Gardenia. Running time 1:11 flat. Number 4, Tiz Taken Back, re-rallies under a strong stretch ride by Alvin Jimenez to get his 3rd victory on the card. The 3-year-old filly of Tisway, owned by Dermot Littlefield, trained by Aaron West. Tiz Taken Back, 720, 340, 240. Second, number 6, Gonna Find Her. Third, the 8, Graceful Gardenia. Finishing fourth was number 7, Java's Drumbeat. Exacta 21.20, the dollar try, $29.10. The double, 73.20. Superfecta, 385.60, and the pick 3, 153.70. Running time 1:11 flat. Tonight's fifth race, a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 2, 6 furlongs the distance. Scratch numbers 1 and 13. Corey Orm rides the 9 Special Diamond, and the favorite from the Wesley Ward barn, number 12 Revolver Sessions. And they're off. For the lead from between horses, quickly there goes Maiden Bower Bay, but it's Revolver Sessions who has the most speed. Down on the inside, Who Dat Cat away in the third position. A length for the back, racing in fourth, Princess Heart, and there's Ola Gatita. As they continue running down the back stretch, a length for the back is Special Diamond, separation of 4 to Gift of Friends. The 2 back markers are First Punch and Bogside. Past the half-mile pole, there are 3 across the track through a first quarter in 22 and 2. It's Who Dat Cat shows the way in the Baylow Silks by 3 parts of a length. Big long shot, Maiden Bower Bay pressures to the outside. Revolver Sessions, the favorite, is third. Then a length for the back, Will and Grace starting to close in as they continue to run around the far turn. It's Who Dat Cat and Rodney Prescott show the way. Here comes the favorite, Revolver Sessions, up to the outside. Will and Grace is moving well and finishing with interest. Also is Princess Heart as they run to the top of the lane. And it's Who Dat Cat who turns them on down. Will and Grace up to the outside. Now Revolver Sessions, the favorites, found the front with the 1/8 of a mile to go. Revolver Sessions just from Will and Grace. Ola Gatita down along the inside in the final 16th. Here's Will and Grace up to the outside. Revolver Sessions shaken up by Jimenez. These two race down to the wire in a flying Florence photo. Will and Grace to the outside, the favorite, Revolver Sessions on the inside. That was a photo finish. Number 11, Will and Grace, nails the favorite right on the wire to win. Will and Grace owned by Joan Miller, trained by R.L. Williams, Perry Utes up top. Will and Grace, $25.80, $8 440. Second, number 12, Revolver Sessions. Third to 10, Gift of Friends. And finishing fourth, number 5, Ola Gatita. The exacta 72.20, the try 153.70, daily double 88.40, pick 4 $745.10, the super $985. The pick 5 for 50 cents, $938.30. Running time 112 flat. Tonight's sixth race, a allowance optional claimant event for the 3-year-olds and upwards. They'll go 1 mile, scratch the 4 Calm Pacific. The favorite, the stake winner to the outside, number 6, Dak, with Corey Orm. They're at the post. They are racing. All the way in good order, a fast start for Hollywood Talent, who came out firing, but Normandy Crossing has the most speed. So onto the run of the clubhouse turn, Normandy Crossing will try to clear, and Hollywood Talent has yielded to the pocket spot. Naval Gazer racing out wide in third, even further out. Dak parked wide on the first turn in fourth, and to the inside, Tiger of Wales saves all the ground last, but only 4.5 lengths off of the leader. And that leader is Normandy Crossing as they straighten up for the backstretch journey. The first quarter, 24-2. So hot tempo up top for Normandy Crossing. Hollywood Talents trying to wrangle in hand there in second. 3 lengths for the back to Naval Gazer third. Still continuing to race wide on the course is Dak, and down along the inside, Tiger of Wales is last. Up the backside they continue. They're just outside of the half-mile pole. Normandy Crossing still the one to catch. Hollywood Talent still racing in second. Naval Gazer into an ever closer third. Dak ranges up fourth, only a length and a half leaders, and is moving well on that far turn run, and still nothing yet from Tiger of Wales, whose last half-mile 48 seconds flat. Normandy Crossing still the leader, but here comes Naval Gazer splitting horses gamely to the outside to Dak, and through from between horses Hollywood Talent. These 4 are covered by just about a half length as they run to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 111 and 4/5 seconds, and they spin on down for the money, and Naval Gazer has the lead by about a half a length. Dak is second. Tiger of Wales running on from the back of the attack and finishing with interest here as Dak's found the front, but Naval Gazer will not go away. It's going to be one of these two in the final 16th. Dak, Naval Gazer trying to re-rally, but Dak is just too good. Dak wins and gets his 4th Turfway victory in 136-1. Fast running time there. Number 6, Dak, was parked wide every step of the way, but proved just too good for this field. Dak wins in 136-1, just 4/5 off of the track record. Dak, owned by the Serenana Racing, trained by Scott Brumley. Corey Orm was up top today. Dak, 340, 240, 210. Second, number 3, Naval Gazer. Third was number 1, Tiger of Wales. Finishing fourth was the 2, Hollywood Talent. The double, $50.40. The pick 3, $66.90. The exacta, $21, and the try, $36.30. Tonight's 7th race is a claimant event for 4-year-olds and up. To go 6.5 furlongs, scratch the 7 Iris Ninja. The morning line favorite number 2, Cat's in the Mood for trainer Larry Holt. They are racing. Mr. Chow in Spanish Justice broke sharply through between horses. There goes Arathorn. Indy Rhythm will be a pace presence down along the inside. Away in the 5th position is Cats in the Mood. They leave the chute and straighten up on the main track, and it's Spanish Justice shows the way. Pressure to the inside by Indy Rhythm. These two are linked in front of Mr. Chow, who races wide on the course. Arathorn from between horses, Green Gold, and down along the inside, Cats in the Mood. A close up 6, only 2 lengths off the lead. Then a separation of 3 back to Houston, and a link for the back to Rake It In, and at the back of the pack is about 15 lengths off the lead. First quarter, 23 seconds flat. They're 4 across the track onto the far turn run. On the inside, Green Gold. To the outside, Mr. Chow turns the heat up there in second. From between horses, races Green Gold as they continue the run through the turn, half mile 45 and 3. And Mr. Chow, the class dropper, takes over the lead. Mr. Chow for Tommy Humphreys off the turn in front by a length. Green Gold still pestering down along the inside. Arathorn finishing with interest down the stand side. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Mr. Chow shaking up on a 3-length lead outside the 16th pole. Mr. Chow just draws away here in the stretch. Mr. Chow's going to win by about 4.5 in the end. Arathorn in a photo there with Cats in the Mood for the second spot. It got real tight there, and then came Rake It In 4th in 116 flat. Number 10, Mr. Chow wins race 7 on the class drop here. Mr. Chow, owned and trained by Tommy Humphreys, Corey Orm, with his second straight victory on the card. Mr. Chow, 660, 420, and 260. Second, number 2, Cats in the Mood. Third, number 8, Arathorn. And fourth, the 3, Rake It In. Exacta 2120. The try, 3580. Daily Double, 1560. The Superfecta, $402.60. And the Pick 3, $152.70. Running time, a very fast 116 flat. Tonight's 8th race, allowance optional claimant event for the fillies and mares to go 6 furlongs. Jockey change on the 1 to Declan Cannon, scratch the 7 Rule like Cleopatra, and it is the PTK entry as the morning line favorite, number 1 Flickering and number 1A Porridge. Leads the line, they are at the post. And they're off. Good even beginning for all. Love the Power came out running. Quick into stride from between horses, races near shore. There goes in the shoes up to prompt the pace. A link for the back. It's Porridge. Towards her inside is stablemate Flickering, then a link for the back to the pair of Tizzy Beata and Starlight Express at the back of the pack. Compact field as they head up the back stretch just outside the half-mile pole. That's 6 links from front to back. The leader, Love the Power, through a first quarter in 22 and 2. Love the Power shows them up top by almost a length. In the shoes, trying to hold position on the rail. Porridge ranges up to the outside in third. From the back of the pack, here comes Starlight Express, revving up on the 4 wide side, also moving in tandem with Flickering as they run around the far turn just outside the quarter-mile pole. Love the Power is the one to catch. Porridge is being turned on. Here comes Porridge up to the outside. Starlight Express in with a chance, and now Flickering has kicked it into top gear as they straighten for the stretch drive. Half mile in it toward 44 and 4. And Love the Power trying to hold, but Porridge bearing down to the outside. Flickering also finishing with interest by the 16th pole. It's Porridge up on the outside. Starlight Express. They race down towards a wire, and Porridge in a photo with Starlight Express, one of these two, as they hit the wire together. Flickering was third in 110 and 1. Number 6, Starlight Express, gets up right on the square to defeat the favorite. Starlight Express, owned by Candy Baker, trained by Jimmy Baker, and ridden to victory by Carson Sullivan. The winner, 1160, 340, 280. Second, the 1A Porridge. Third, number 1 Flickering. Fourth, number 5 Love the Power. And fifth goes 3 Tizzy Be Hot. Exacta $22.20. The trifecta, 6, 1, and 5, returns $100.30. The winning daily double of 10 and 6 returns $56.60. The running time was 1:10 and 1/5 second. Tonight's 9th and final race, a claimant event to go 6.5 furlongs. Scratch number 2, Max's Defense. Also scratch the 14, Finito. 13, Blew My Mind, draws in. Jockey change to Rodney Prescott. The morning line favorite, number 6, Matar, for owner Carolyn Wilson. They are racing. And Salty Rim came out firing. Also quick into stride, both Matar and Aka Pesky. Off the gate in fourth goes Apocalypse. Way out wide comes Blew My Mind. Down along the inside is Owl Creek. Then a link for the back, Beachmaster is next, followed up by Stroke and Zane's Magical Cat. Then a link for the back to Awfully Clever and a separation of 2 back to Clearly Perfection. And at the back of the pack, Persian King Can See 'Em All. Up the backside they go. They pass the half-mile pole. 23 seconds flat was the time for the opening quarter. Salty Rim still shows the way. Owl Creek towards the inside in second. Blew My Mind out 3 wide in third. Apocalypse is a close-up fourth. Matar is fifth, about 4.5 lengths off the pace. Then a link for the back to Zane's Magical Cat. Aka Pesky is next, half-mile 45 and 4. And Salty Rim's the one to catch. Salty Rim and Shelby Kurtz show the way by about 3 parts of the length. Owl Creek is racing in the second position. Blew My Mind third as they straighten away for the stretch drive. And Salty Rim is opening up with authority by the 8th pole. And Salty Rim drawing away in the stretch here as they race by the 16th pole. Salty Rim is going to give Shelby Kurtz her second lifetime victory. Salty Rim wins it by almost 6 in the end. Owl Creek was second, tight for third between Blew My Mind and Persian King in 1:16 and 1. Number 9, Salty Rim wires this field, drew away with authority in the stretch for owner-trainer Glenn Thomas and Shelby Kurtz. Up top closes out the meeting. Finishing second was number 1, Owl Creek. Third, number 13, Blew My Mind. Finishing fourth, number 10, Persian King. And fifth, the 11, Apocalypse. Exacta 46.40. The try, $141.60. Daily double, $67. The super, $1,405.60. The pick 3, $123.70. The pick 4, $362.60. And the high 5, $1,639.10. Well, that wraps it up for this winter spring meeting here at Turfway. Live racing will return later on this year, late November, early December. We appreciate you tuning in throughout the meeting. This has been the Turfway Park Report.